Hello, world. A wonderful day to all of you. Welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals. Thank you for joining us for another live session of free international webinar here in IGP. My lovely audience, I am Marbeth from Philippines and I am honored to be your host for the day. I hope everyone will stay with us until the end of the program because we have a lot of things in store for you today. Here in IGP webinar, you do not just listen to our speakers, but we also encourage your participation through our quiz competition and the Q&A part. In our quiz competition, the top 10 participants will receive their quiz completion certificate. That is right after the event. Then it will be followed by our Q&A part where everyone will have the opportunity to interact with our speakers by sending in your questions in the comment box. In the latter part of our program, we will give you the certification code and the certification process on how you can generate and auto-download your e-certificate. With this, everybody is encouraged to stay with us until the end of the program because a lot of exciting things awaits us today. I am sure all of us will have many e-takeaways and payoffs from this webinar only from IGP. Before going further, let me tell you about IGP. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution which provides social work. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill by just acquiring formal education, so we provide training and consultation to generate a proficient generation through webinars, trainings, offline and online courses with the best speakers and highly trained coaches from all over the world to cater you with the best learning platform. I'm proud to inform you that IGP is an ISO certified training and education institute. We are internationally recognized and globally accredited. IGP is your trusted platform to learn new things from the global leading leaders. We are the leading online skill development institution with thousands of learners worldwide. Our mission is to empower and enhance their skills through webinars. We are committed to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the Institute of Global Professionals free international webinar. Once again, I am Marbeth, a core volunteer of IGP from Philippines. I am privileged to host today's webinar. With this, I would like to say let's watch together and learn together. We believe that the power is gained by sharing knowledge, not by hoarding it. Did you know that as of yesterday, we have already successfully completed 239 webinars in various topics of your interest? All of these are available in our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Feel free to access them anytime. We expect that all of you are getting a little bit benefited both in your personal and professional life. We wish that you remain with us in our long journey here in IGP. From time to time, you may like, share, tag, comment, and mention your friends in the comment box. Your attachment encourages us to do better. And then, without further ado, let's start the program with the IGP mantra, feed your skills, that is, innovate, inspire, and impact. For today, we are presenting webinar number 240, the importance of students' motivation and e-learning, with only one brilliant speaker from Malaysia. That is Puan Nurini Binti Yup. I would like to invite on screen our speaker for tonight.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening to you, girl.
Yes, could you please share us something about yourself?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good evening to everyone out there. My name is Noraini Bentiop. Just to share a little bit of my background. I'm 70 years of experience in industrial lines, and for the last 12 years, I've been involved myself in education. For the beginning, I was the principals of Olympia College for Olympia College Penang, and then I was the head of regional for Wawasan Open University Malaysia, based in Kuala Lumpur. Then I joined Open University Malaysia as a director in Penang, and now I'm in Taiping to develop the new center as a director in Open University Malaysia. And I'm also the senior lecturer for Open University Malaysia. Thank you. That's the brief introduction about me.
Well, it's good to hear all of those. Okay, you may start presenting your screen. Once
Okay.
again, let's give a round virtual applause to Madame Noraini Binti Yup.
Okay.
The
Thank you,
floor is
Mary.
yours, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mary. And also, I would like to thanks to the IGP for giving me this opportunity to have the words on my presentations today. That I will talk a little bit on importance of students' motivations and e-learning. So I just would like to check, Mary. Can you see my slides?
I can see it. I can see it, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So just again, my name is Noraini. I'm now a director of Open University Malaysia Taiping and also the senior lecturer of Open University Malaysia. So, okay, the classroom scenario that we love. So we have been in this scenario for many years before. So even during my young age, I was in the classroom from primary to secondary, and until to the university we are in the classroom. So we love so much to be in the classroom, and in fact I think everybody enjoyed to be in the classroom with the teachers yelling at us, and we are laughing together with our peers in the classroom. But that has been changed now because of the pandemic. Nobody's realized, and nobody's even forecasted that we will be changing our classroom to digital now, to online. So which now in the during the pandemic, that 3.54 billion people were locked down. So everybody throughout the world were locked down in 2020, when the first lockdown happened. Yeah. So everybody was like worried what happens next. And the schools and higher education institution were closed in 185 countries, and this has affected 1.5 billion learners, and this is a very big numbers, because all over the world, all over the global, in fact, everybody was impacted due to this pandemic COVID-19. And teaching and learning, 98% teaching and learning were affected. All of the students are at home, all of the teachers have to be at home, and we are looking forward on how to improve this, so that our kids, our students do not left behind. And only two-thirds were able to move into teaching learning online, because why this happened is due to some area may not having a good internet connection, because when we go on digital, we rely so much on digital connection. Okay, then how the pandemic is reshaping education. So everybody was like looking forward to improve and to make sure that no one is left behind during this COVID-19. And whether we want it, or whether we like it, or whether we do not want it, we still have to follow it, because all over across the world we have to shut down the schools. Yeah. And globally, over 8 million school students and 1.2 billion university students has been affected during this pandemic. And this rising in dropouts rate also, because when they have to go on digital, some of them do not have the privilege of going digital, because do not have the internet connection, and some of them are from the poor family background. So this has indirectly has raised the dropouts rates for the students of returning to schools. Yeah. Okay, then as a result, education has changed dramatically. We have to agree, we have to admit, somehow or other, the education styles has been changed, yeah, with the distinctive rise of e-learning, whereby teaching is undertaken remotely on digital platform. So we have to start on teaching online. We have to make sure that everything put in place online, so that um, everybody can be reached out for the education, yeah. And cancelling of international travel by 83%, this has been impacted so badly to the hotel industries on, and also the traveling. We can see that Asia, everybody can fly now, that everybody cannot fly. So now, like, improving a little bit, improving into the schedule, canceling scientific conference by 81%. Even though we put it at this as we have to cancel certain conference by 81%, but we are able to do it online, yeah. So like now we are reaching out globally towards online. It's not that always negative, but there are also positive side of it. When we can have a conference globally, we can reach, because I've been doing virtual conference with India, with Sri Lanka, with Macedonia, I mean, and also with Europe country, just only virtually from my corner of my office, yeah, my home office. Okay, then the COVID-19 also changed our lifestyle. We have to wear our mask, yeah. Even whether we like it or we do not like it, you are forced to wear your mask, and you have to reduce your physical activity. You cannot go and go for any social contact anymore. You have to be at home. You have to isolate yourself at home. You have to be working from home, yeah. So all these are impacted from the pandemic COVID-19. So unhealthy diet and increased mental health. So indirectly, when you are at home, yeah, when you are at home, you tends to eat so many things, because your office will be your room, your hall, your I mean, then you will go to the dining room again. So your movement, front and back in the house, you will just always go to the dining. So that's why unhealthy diet increase, yeah. So then it's also indirectly increase mental health, because some people are not be able to cope with this social distancing, staying at home, yeah, because we have realized that some of them have gone into mental illness because of this pandemic issue, and some of them has commit suicide due to this also, yeah. So, and graduate unemployment levels also increase, because why this increase? Because we have so many graduates has completed their studies, but uh, many of the organizations that some have to close down due to this pandemic COVID-19 issues. Okay, then arrival of this COVID-19, we have to close just the office, and we have to make us work from home. You can see that the cats also disturb you. Sometimes your kids also around you. Then I can say that I'm a bit lucky, or uh, just express it, because I have a grown up kids. My kids are all grown up. But you just imagine that if you have a young kids around you, yeah, so you have to take care of them. So if that you have still have a small baby, because all of us, they have a range of kids that still around. Then if you are still young marriage, then you will have your still have baby around you. And then if you are middle age, your kids are grown up, and you will see all of them mingle around you, yeah. That is what you have to we have to familiarize of working from home from after this pandemic COVID-19 issues. And then closures of schools and campuses, and students have forced to learn from home, and some of the students, they enjoy learning from home. But we have to also realize, and we have to also think that if, let's say, the family, they are come from the poor family background, maybe they do not have the internet connection, or maybe they do not have a good computer or a good tablet to use to go on the online learning, yeah. So not every one of us are rich. Some are poor, and some countries or some area which is poor, the people is not up to that par. So they are not enjoying all the learn from home. Maybe they will be left out also when because they are unable to use all these facilities. Yeah. And then we have to also, all the teachers and all the lecturers, you have to force yourself to teach from home, whether you like it or not. You have to get this continued, and you have to ensure that you learn all the technologies, and you learn how to set up your Zoom, you have to set up your Google Meet, or you have to set up your Microsoft Teams. And now I'm learning to set up my StreamYard. I think this is my second time of doing StreamYard for presentation. Yeah. So whether you realize it or not, whether you like it or not, you have to ensure that you keep yourself at par, to capable yourself to interact, to teach from home, or to give lectures, or to become a keynote speaker from home. Yeah, you have to upgrade on educate yourself, to make sure that you are compatible to all these platform. And then there is always a research done on the online teaching and learning, and always there is a stigma that lower quality of education as compared to physical face to face. We always have a stigma in our mind that online learning is not good, online learning has poor quality. But whether we want it or we do not want it, during this pandemic, we have to make sure that this online learning is quality. We have to ensure that we delivered quality materials to our students, and we have to also ensure that the students are able to capture or to receive the good knowledge that we are delivering it through internet. So this is the stigma before, that always people said that if you are from the uh, online learning, the quality of your education is not good. But we have to change that perception totally, because now we have to go it online. And if you are capable of, you are good in doing online, you can reach out greater greater reach, you can reach more people, you can reach to better places. Yeah. Okay, this is based on the research that has done by Hodge et al. By in 2020. Yeah. Then research also done by members of Pomeras and Broads in 2017, that 131 institution in the USA. Based on the research, they have gone to the 131 institution, and 91% do not wish to teach fully online. So meaning they do not want, or they do not like to do online. But again, in 2002, 2020 and 2021, we have to force ourselves to go online. We have no choice, because if we do not go online, or if we do not change ourselves to online teaching, we will be left out behind. Yeah. Whether you like it or whether you believe it or not, this thing happen now. You unable to avoid yourself from this not happening to you. So you have to make sure, all teachers, all educators, that you have to ensure that you are bringing up yourself or educate yourself to be at a par, to be able to do online teaching and learning. Based on research that by Godowski 2019, 40,000 students across 118 American universities, 70% prefer face-to-face. There are still many of us prefer face-to-face. Yeah, we are still on that thinking that we still want face-to-face. But again, I mentioned 2020 and 2021 and beyond, we have to move. We have to go more on online learning. So research on was education prepared for this pandemic? No one knows, and no one realized, and no one had been ready for this actually. Yeah. And the countries involved for this research is Australia, India, Philippines, and Singapore. The result is, how satisfied were you with education institution teaching before and during COVID-19? The answer is decline in the quality of learning experiences. Student satisfaction was suffered. So this is where, as an educators or as a lecturer and teachers, yeah, you have to ensure that we have to cope up, or we have to make sure that the student satisfaction will not be suffered. Yeah, so they have to enjoy the learning, because Why this is important? Because they are our future generation. Because if they suffered in their satisfaction of learning, we worried that they will not be able to become a good leader in future. So we as educator now, we have to ensure that we provide a quality learning to them, so that when we left the world, they are able to lead the world after us. So, would you consider moving to another educational institution that was better at teaching remotely? 40% probably would consider moving to another better institution. And whether you are in your institution, you must be able to ensure that your students retain and your student enjoy what you are doing in your institution, and what teaching and learning that you are doing, giving to your student, so that your student will not leave your institution. This is very important, why you must ensure that they will not leave your institution. Because if you running it, because tu- students for the institution is your profit, yeah, is your the revenues that you collected from your students, is your uh, that's some things that you need to have for your organization. So if let's say that your students does not retain in your institution and they move to other institution, you will lose your revenue there. So if you lost your revenue there, so it is very difficult for you to sustain your institution. So that's why sometimes we heard, yeah, during this pandemic, some of the institution has to be closed down. Because why? Because one, they are not able to compete with the online method, or they're not ready themselves with the online method, and they are not able to deliver a good teaching to the students, and students have to shift to another institution because students need to have a better education elsewhere. Challenges to online learning can be categorized into environmental issues, conflict with members of household. Yeah, when you are in the one house. Yeah, so everybody is sharing one internet basis. Like in Malaysia, we are using Unify. Yeah, so sometimes the line get slowed because we are conflicting with the household to use the internet, and maybe sometimes you only have one computer, then you have to share between all your siblings, or between your father and mother, and also your kids. Yeah, finding a quiet comfortable place to study. Not every one of you will have one good designated room for you to conduct your online classes. Yeah, so some are very lucky that you will have one comfortable room for you to conduct your online classes, but not many of us will have this opportunity that you have a good room with a one PC that are dedicated to you for you to conduct all that. Yeah, balancing learning with others responsibility, because you also have to do your learning, or you also have to do your teaching together with other job function in the house. Yeah, so like examples, women, sometimes you have to cook, and then you have to keep your clothes, you have to make sure your clothes wash, and then you have to make sure that you dry your clothes outside, and then sometimes when it get rains, you have to go and collect your clothes outside. Yeah, so this is all that you have to balance things, and responsibility that you have to play in the uh, at home, and also when you want to do online teaching and learning. So issues with mental health and well-being, this is also another issues, because when you do all this at home, and you have to balance so many things. Yeah, because you are also have to take care of your kids, you have to do your cooking, you have to take care of the house, and sometimes you feel like a bit demotivated because you are at home and you are isolated from your friends, you have no one to talk to, and sometimes because we are not rich, then we are from the poor background family. That is all the obstacles that we face when doing on the online teaching and learning. Okay, we also need the support issues, because sometimes student needs the support issues from teachers and lecturers not able to use technology effectively, because not only the students are not able to use the technology, sometimes the teachers are not able to cope at par to use that technologies too. That's why I always mention that we as adult learner, or we as a teachers, or lecturers, we have to ensure that we make ourselves at par so that we equip ourselves with this technology, so that we can able to distribute the knowledge or deliver the content of our modules to the students effectively. Yeah, difficult in staying focused and motivated. You can't be sit down for many hours to focus on the online, because I saw of some, like my kids, yeah, they having a class for 4 hours. I feel like a bit difficult for a student to sit in front of the computer for 4 hours, because you will have back strain, you will have your focus not 100% there, and you will get interrupted or by something here. So that's why it's also difficult getting used not to having a teacher or lecturer around, because some people or some students, they're happy when the teachers around you, but when you are at home, you can only see your teachers in the screen, so you don't have interaction with the teacher. Sometimes you feel like a bit lonely and not able to cope up with the learning well. Yeah, so these are we have to ensure that we must always ask our students whether they can cope up with the learning that we delivered to them. Also the technologies issues, internet connectivity issues, yeah, because internet sometimes stable, sometimes not stable, and this is beyond our control. Is sometimes it's not because the internet at home is not stable. Sometimes the area itself, the country or the city or the state or the area that you live, the internet is not stable, then we can't do much, because we cannot go and find the internet outside, because we have to stay at home. So these are the things that are a bit challenges to the students and also to the teachers. Yeah, so not having a personal laptop or tablet, not everybody is being given rich. Yeah, not everybody in this world are able to have your own personal laptop and tablet like this. In these photos, one TV is an old design TV, has been shared by many students. So some are very lucky that we have all this, but we also have to think that some are not lucky that we are not able to have all that. So whether we realize it or not, whether we want it or not, during this pandemic, the e-learning has been increasing. The e-learning industries continues to expand, of course, and the reach of e-learning today is greater, with the most rapid growth emerging economies to close the education gap, transforming e-learning into predominant global educating force for 21st century. So with this pandemic, all these have go beyond boundaries. So global e-learning market, the need of modern workforce to engage in lifelong learning, the need to educate vast numbers of people at low cost. So e-learning has become important because we need to the need of modern workforce to engage in lifelong learning, because everybody out there, everybody who is working, they need to have lifelong learning, because it's not that only people's those is working in the office. Yeah, even teachers also, they need to upgrade their lifelong learning, so that they are able to give delivery to the students well. So the need to educate vast numbers of people at low cost, because those at low cost people with education not very high, we need to ensure that we can upgrade them into a better higher education. So the need of modern workforce to engage in lifelong learning, they need to educate to at low cost. The fact that learning through internet portal is often more convenient than going to school. Most people have learned it all, because we realize it or not, learning through e-learning is more convenient and acceptable by most of us, because we can do it at any time you want. So e-learning providers, if general, it is usable due to shift of industries. Most people are still experimenting with new methods to keep people engaged and learning. So those that are working, they need to upgrade themselves into a higher education. So when they need to upgrade themselves to a higher education, they need to go for e-learning. They need to learn something new, so that they can upgrade the education level higher. So the e-learning industries has increased since year 2000. Revenues for e-learning industries has grown up by more than sorry than 900%. The figures does not slow down, anticipate to triple by the size by 2025. So whether we realize it or not, the e-learning has increased and is going to be triple the size by 2025. Then e-learning industries, all companies need to standard design throughout the globe, because we, as an organization, we have to communicate with all peoples throughout the globe, and we have to put a participation as a mandatory. Whether you like it or not, you have to be compatible in order to survive in organization or throughout the globe. So if your company are not able to be at par with other company to compete within the globe, so you will be left out behind, or maybe your organization will be closed down. So you have to be compatible with these e-learning industries. You have to ensure that you learn all the new things. You have to make sure that your people, the employees in your organization, are equipped with these not technologies, so that we are able to compete throughout the world. So in the e-learning industries, freedom to fail is means that if the employees do not understand, it will educate the employees to learn and adapt to the learner's need. So all employers have to ensure that all their employees are equipped with this technology and able to adapt with the new technology change, so that we can compete globally. So Open University Malaysia was the pioneer in space. Yeah. So before this, we heard about Open Universities Malaysia. So now Open University Malaysia as make it a very vast place of for education. In fact, those universities that not doing it as a online learning has now changed into online learning, and they have tried so much to make sure that they are able to do online learning, so that they will not lose their students. Yeah. So which wanted to find ways of using the world wide web and computers to provide remote learning experience, because everybody now is trying to use the online learning mode, so that everyone will have more students and everyone will be able to catch up, to ensure that we will have all this education provide to all range of people in the world. So in terms of e-learning market, distance learning suddenly become a real possible to the radical cost declines that internet enabled learning delivered. So when this pandemic happened, distance learning has become a norm. So everybody like to use the e-learning process. Everybody have forced to do the e-learning process, and this becomes a normal now to us, that we have to shift ourselves into e-learning. So in the 2000 sessions, an explosion in companies using e-learning to train their employees. E-learning gave both managers and employees much needed flexibility. So this is where I'm telling that when e-learning has been explosion during the pandemic 2020, you can see all this happen. So this has given the opportunities for the employers and employees to learn more things about the e-learning, and we have to train our employees to ensure that they can cope up and they are capable to reach all this. In fact all the business, yeah, we go online, we can reach, we can buy anything online now. So it's so much present, the business have been gone such a way. So I would like to bring the attentions of the audience to the challenges of open distance learnings in Malaysia. That in Malaysia, the education has grown from the last few decades. We have grown up the education systems through e-learning. The positive social economic change in culture will take place, because when e-learning, we will the social economy has increased. Yeah. So ODL has been able to satisfy the rising demand for lifelong education. We have provide like myself, I'm working in Open University Malaysia. We have provide the lifelong educations to all range of people from the age of 18 until no limits. Yeah, as long as you are willing to learn, you still want to learn, or you still want to upgrade your education, you can study with under open distance learning. Yeah, the total numbers of lifelong learning is expected to increase up 22.6 million, which it will cover up to 65.9 of Malaysian population. So this is a very high number where all the peoples in Malaysia um, are challenging or are competing within themselves to upgrade the education level higher so that they are compatible to the uh, environment or compatible to the market demand of the organization. So lifelong learning is the third pillar. So this is very important. In Malaysia, we have put lifelong learning as a third pillar of human resource growth, and lifelong learning enables nation to meet the changing skill needs of high income by reskilling and upskilling opportunities. So meaning here that our adults learners, our working adults have gone to work, uh, but then they come back to the education to upgrade the education level so that they will be compatible or they will be competing with each other so that they will become a better person. This is indirectly have increased their income, yeah, and they are also reskilling and upskilling their opportunities. They can become a better person. They can get promotion. They can upgrade their income. They can upgrade their family style. So indirectly, they are giving good opportunities. Lifelong learning is giving a good opportunities. So all those adults that who are able to get their education earlier, now they come back to grasp what are missing in their life. So the system has made significant gains in students' enrollment and risen in global recognition. Lifelong learning will become way of life, and there will be learning communities in every organization. So where I'm coming from here now is I would like to share that with this e-learning process of this e-learning situation now, everybody are able to reach out, or everybody are able to upgrade their education, and this will become as their way of life. Because if let's say that you are already having your degree, when you are graduated earlier, then you are at work. So when you are in your working area, then you would like to upgrade your education higher because you wanted to have higher position. Yeah, so maybe when you start, you only started at the officer level or executive level or assistant officer level. So when you upgrade your education level higher, you will be able to get promotion, because normally with experience and also the certificates that you obtain, you will upgrade. Then this will make you your way of life better. So they will be learning, and in every organization, there will be a people that would like to upgrade their education. Whether you earn a certificates, whether you want to earn a better degree, or you want to upgrade your education to master level, or some of you will upgrade your education to PhD levels. So these are all the challenges that when from e-learning this will happen. So everyone will have the access to lifelong learning opportunities regardless of income level or background. So everyone that in the organization will be given a chance to upgrade your education level higher. So whether you want it or you do not want it, is your choice, because in e-learning is you are given an opportunity to grasp your education level higher, but it's up to you whether you want to upgrade yourself or you do not want to upgrade yourself. So number of students who enroll for distance learning is increasing enormously. So now the numbers of students, of course, everybody is trying to upgrade their education, and they will try to get up to catch up whatever is missing in their life, and they will try to enroll themselves into higher education so that they can get a better certificates given. So skills and development of lifelong learning are essential to enhance workers' capabilities to participate fully, discern work, to contribute to human development. So indirectly, when they upgrade education, they will be able to contribute more knowledge. They will able to contribute better thinking and better decision skills to the organization. So this is not only limited to workers. Yeah. So this is also uh, chances for all the educators. Yeah, so I think most of us, when we are in our education line, we also upgrade ourselves higher so that we can become a better persons future. So that is also indirectly, when you doing so much good to the organization, you are giving, you are equip yourself to gain more knowledge, and then you are delivering it to the students for more information and good knowledge. A popular reason to continue student study in to fulfill career requirements for promotions. So indirectly, when you have a good education, you will also get a promotions in your uh, organization. So open distance learning is an option for working adult to acquire education. So when we shifted into e-learning, not only before this, e-learning is only to working adults, or we call it open and distance learning. But with the pandemic, COVID-19 issue, everybody has moved into e-learning. So we have uh, put that as an education, where e-learning as a normal education for everyone now. So program offers by ODL is an option for the working adults to improve their skills and expertise in various areas in their workforce. This has proven that when we go on e-learning, then everybody is upgrading their skills and expertise in the areas they are. ODL has also evolved into an essential global strategy to address access to education challenges. So we have make it an approach that when you put yourself into open distance learning, you can able to access your education globally, and you can be able to access to anywhere now in the world to have your education upgraded. So ODL also offers everyone education, encourage lifelong learning, and increase education management savings. So indirectly, when we do e-learning, we also do do the cost saving for our management. Yeah. So ADL has been a platform that provides flexibility, performance, and learner-centeredness. ODL among working adults has increased in the last decades. This has been proven that we have provides the flexibility for everyone to learn anywhere at any time. So motivation for students in e-learning, sometimes when we do the e-learning, sometimes we feel that students are not motivated, or we sometimes they are a bit defocused. So we try to grab a few ways that we have to get the motivation students for this e-learning. We try to grab their learners attention, yeah, from the visual varieties, interactive games, multimedia, humor, and proactive questions. So this is how we try. In fact, IGP, if I get it correctly, that we are also trying to get all this interactive correctly. Later we will have our quiz and also Q&A session. Yeah, so we try to grab the learners' attention so that everybody will gain the knowledge from it. So we improve the learners engagement. We try as much as possible. If you are teachers, if you are lecturers, or if you are anybody that delivered online, you have to try to improve your learners engagement. Try to interact with your learners so that your learners will feel happy, and your learners will not feel that it's a like one way communications only. Boost your learners confidence. Always try to boost your confidence, your learners confidence, so that they will feel comfortable, and they'll feel confidence when learning, and they are also be able to adapt whatever is given to them, and they were able to use it for future of their life. Yeah, so this is very important. We as educators, we have to ensure that the learners are confident to carry out their life. If not, it's a bit failure for us if they are not able to capture whatever that we trying to teach them, and they are feel missing and not confident with themselves. Also have to increase the learner satisfaction. This is sometimes a bit difficult for us to do, but we have to ensure, and we have to make sure that the learner satisfaction is very important, because if we are teaching them and they do not satisfied with what we are teaching, this is where the retention of the students in the organization or in the universities will goes. Yeah, so sometimes you feel that they are not happy with the way you teach, they're not happy with you, with the teachers or with the educators. Yeah, so they tend to move to others institutions, so this indirectly will lose our revenue. And we have to ensure that this will not happen, so that we will not lose the revenues of the institution. So encourage social interaction. We have to make sure that they interact with us, and then they also have their buddies around there in the e-learning, so that they can communicate to each other. We have to form group for them, so they can have an active discussion, even though they are not able to have a face-to-face class. Okay, the importance of students' motivation in e-learning. Of course, first thing that we have to make sure that this has to be done because we want them to achieve their goal orientation. Yeah, students find satisfaction on the innate rewards of learning, guides their achievement behavior, and get them to achieve their goals and dream to be a better person. So very important that we need to ensure that when we deliver some things to them, when we do the teaching, the e-learning to them, we are able to get the students goals achieved. Yeah, even on that part, we also have to ensure that we also achieve our goals. Yeah, so because we has to make sure that they satisfied with the learnings, and they understand well of what we are telling them or what we are teaching them. And of course, will give them an achievement, and will make them use the message that we delivered to them, so that to improve their behavior and make them to achieve their goals, is what their dreams to become in future. So this is also accommodate in everyone needs. The online learning is best suited for everyone. I can say that this is best suited to for everyone, because uh, if previously we are not be able to reach globally, but now with e-learning we can reach globally. We can talk to everyone throughout the world. Yeah, just by e-learning. Yeah, so the digital revolution has led to remarkable changes on how content is accessed, consumed, discussed, and shared knowledge globally. So the digital has changed. We can now connect it with everyone through WhatsApp. We can have many friends throughout the world. We can use we can promote our business. Yeah, so make it like so simple, and with e-learning we are able to motivate all this happen. And not only motivate the students, you can also motivate all people that using the e-learning. Online courses can be taken by office goers and housewives. Everybody can enjoy the online learning, no matter who you are, as long as you have the ambition, as long as you have desire to learn something's new, you are able to use it online. Yeah, many people to just learn at weekends or evenings. So sometimes we weekdays we are busy with our work, then we can learn something through our weekends and through evening. Like now we are doing it at night. Yeah, we at Malaysian time is at 8 p.m, so we are doing at night with the globally, to share the knowledge throughout. So often access to update content. Prime benefit of online learning is that students can make sure that they are synchronized with modern learners. We use, I mean, with the learners all over the world. We can share information easily, able for them to access updated content at their convenient time. So at any time, if they do not understand, or they do not able to follow the lifetime, so they can just always go back and check, listen it again, and try to understand it better. So consistency, e-learning enables educators to get a higher degree of coverage to communicate the message in a consistent way for their audience. This ensures that all learners receive the same type of training with this learning mode. So we can be consistent, because when we talk to the students, we record it. So they can listen it many times so that they will understand what we are talking, or if they do not understand, they can always repeat the video or repeat the recording to listen it again, so that can have the consistencies of the message. And of course, it reduce cost. E-learning is cost effective as compared to traditional forms of learning, because the learning through this mode happens quickly and easily. This is very fast and easily, but of course, it will little bit costly for you to need to have your personal laptops or personal computer. But there will be a one-time deals only. But in overall, if e-learning is a cost effective as compared to traditional forms of learning, because a lot of training time is reduced with respect to trainers, travel, cost, materials, and accommodation. Because if previously we want to have training, we have to go, we have to travel to a different area, or we have to travel abroad just to get the training. But with e-learning, you don't have to travel anywhere. We just have the get the training through online. This help enhancing the profitability of organization. Of course, you save on your travel costs, you save on your trainers paid out, you save on the cost material that you have to print out, and you also save your accommodation. Then this indirectly will give more profit for your organization. So the effectiveness, e-learning has a positive influence on an organization profitability. It result in improved scores on certification tests or other types of evaluation. Higher numbers of students who achieve pass or mastery levels help in returning information for a longer time. This is very effective on e-learning, that all students or everybody will enjoy through it, because we can reach everyone easily through e-learning, and this is a very effective way to get things done now. So less impact on environment. Of course, we are saving so much on the carbon dioxide. Yeah, as a e-learning is a paperless way of learning. We do not have to cut trees, we do not have to print anything, because everything was given in the e-module. It has been found that distance learning programs consume around 90% less power and generate 85% less amount of carbon dioxide emission as compared to traditional campus based education. So when we used to be in a campus, we have to gather all the students in one room. But now we are on e-learning. We have reduced on the carbon dioxide emissions. Yeah, e-learning, there is no need to cut trees for obtaining papers. Thus, it highly eco-friendly way of learning. So e-learning is very effective way of learning, and it's a very friendly. So I think we should be happy, or we should be very proud that uh, God has given us of this opportunity for e-learning throughout the globe. So that's end my presentation. So follow me at my Instagram, Noraini Y, my Twitter, Noraini65, my Facebook, Noraini Yop, my TikTok, Noraini Yop, and for inquiries, you can reach me through the emails and also my websites. So I end my presentation. Uh, Thank you for everyone attention, and I would like to emphasize that if you want to be more powerful, educate yourself, because with education you can ensure that you can become a better person in life. With education, uh, you can change the world. The world that I mean here is not the world of the world, but actually you can change your own world. Believe me that with e-learning, you can able to get your students motivated and get your students to become a better persons in future. Thank you.
Thank you also, Ma'am Nuraini, for all the knowledge that you shared. And the knowledge you shared will be useful to our audience because you shared lots of new ideas that is truly relevant to this new era of education,
Yeah,
specifically with regards to e-learning and its significance and importance in the education nowadays. No doubt, our viewers will benefit from today's webinar through the awareness we receive from your technique. Thank you
yeah.
so much, Ma'am Norini, and we'll see you again in the Q&A part of the program.
All right. Thank you, Mary.
Okay. And then let me remind you once again, don't forget to like, share, tag, comment your friends. Comment and share our live to your friends because this encourages us to do better and give our best service to all of you. Thank you for your support. And also, I'd like to remind everyone that we will be giving the e-certificate link in the comment box. And if you encounter any problem, you can collect your e-certificate direct from our website, that is www.eduigp.com. Then after collecting your e-certificate, don't forget to celebrate with IGP by your check-in. At this moment, we will now proceed to our quiz competition. Then this will be followed by the Q&A part of the program. Okay, let's proceed to our quiz competition now. And our quiz competition at slido.com. Please join our quiz. I think, have we started it? Yes, please go to slido.com. And then our code for today is IGP quiz in all caps. Hosting website, okay. I could see already lots of participants here. We have 109 participants. As of this moment, you can still join us, guys. Come on, this will be fun. Go to slido.com and our code for today is IGP quiz in all caps. Okay, hello to all our participants. I could see here some familiar names. Come on, you can still join. Go to slido.com. Okay. So, as of the moment, we still have 109 participants. I hope everybody will join in this quiz competition because we'll be giving the quiz completion certificate right after the event to the top 10 participants, to our top 10 winners. Hello to all our participants. At slido.com. So we have now 171 participants. Oh, that's great. You can still join. We still have few minutes before we start. We have lots of participants today. We have 175 and the number is still increasing. Okay, we have a bulk of participants tonight. Go to slido.com and our code is IGP quiz. You can still join if you want to. So we have now 186 participants at the moment. Are you ready, guys? We have now 194 participants. Okay. We're still waiting for the others. Okay, our first question is blank is the arousal, direction, and persistence of behavior. Is it commitment or motivation? Okay, and the correct answer is motivation. 86% of our participants got the correct answer. We have Christina. Which of these refers to a reward given by another person? A. Intrinsic reward or an extrinsic reward. Is it intrinsic reward or extrinsic reward given by another person? Let's see. The correct answer is extrinsic reward, and 83% get the correct answer. Christina is leading the board. Okay, let's wait for the next question. Our third question. Which of the following is an example of intrinsic reward? Employees' feeling of self-worth or a pay raise. Which of these is an intrinsic reward? Employees' feeling of self-worth or a pay raise. Okay, let's see. The correct answer is employees' feeling of self-worth. 91% of the participants got the correct answer. This time, Anne-Marie Joy Mercado is leading the board. Okay, the blank to motivation led to the development of incentive pay system. The blank to the motivation led to the development of incentive pay system, human resource approach or contemporary approach. And the correct answer is contemporary approach. Only 18% of the participants got the correct answer. Jeffrey Sayag is leading the board. Question number 5. All of these are perspective motivation described in your text except the human resource approach or organizational approach. The correct answer is organizational approach. Only 57% get the correct answer this time. Jeffrey Sayag is still leading the board. Okay, question number 6. Theories concern the thought process that influence behavior. blank. Is it process or content? Blank theories or blank content? Concern the thought processes that influence behavior. The correct answer is, let's see, process. So 57% get the correct answer. Cristina Del Rosario is leading the board this time. Okay, content and process theories of motivation are found in which approach to motivation? Traditional approach or contemporary approach? Is it traditional approach or contemporary approach? Content and process theories of motivation. Where can we find it? The correct answer is contemporary approach. Okay, 65% of the participants get the correct answer. Cristina Del Rosario is back on the leaderboard. Which of the following theories emphasize the needs that motivate people? Is it process or content? The correct answer this time is, let's see, content. Okay, 52% get the correct answer. Christina is still leading the board. Now, question number 9. The highest order needs according to Maslow are self-actualization needs or esteem needs. Is it self-actualization or esteem need? The highest order needs. What is it? And the correct answer is self-actualization needs. 84% get the correct answer. That is 84%. Okay, Christina is still leading the board. And our last question for tonight, according to Herzberg, which of these is an example of hygiene factor? Pay or recognition? This is now the last question. Okay, then the correct answer is pay, and only 12% got the correct answer. Okay, congratulations to all our top 10 winners. Our top one is Krisha T. Ortega. Let's see now. The top 10 winners. Could we enlarge it a little bit? Okay, number 1. This is the updated list of our top 10 participants. Number 1 is Marilu Dapa. Number 2 is Richard Ardenio. Number 3 is Krisha Ortega. Number 4 is Lamberto Pilatan. Number 5 is Nicole the vocal. And then number 6 is Cherry Ann Marquez. Number 7 is Cristina Del Rosario. Number 8 is Nasur Glass Satun. Then number 9 is Rian June Qualing. And then number 10 is Annalyn Blanco. Congratulations. Yes, Annalyn, top 10 is Annalyn Blanco. Okay, congratulations to our top 10 winners. We will be giving you the quiz competition certificate. Okay, just wait for your quiz competition certificate and we will be sharing it in a few moments. Everybody, thank you for those who joined our quiz competition and congratulations to our top 10 winners. We will now proceed to our Q&A part of the program. Once again, let us welcome back our speaker for today's webinar. Welcome back, Ma'am Nuraini Binti Yub. You may start sending your questions now. And then we have our first question this is from Peruz Akbarov. Is it sensible to oftentimes blame teachers for low students' engagement and motivation, be it online or offline? In what case teachers can be justified? Very interesting question.
Okay, can I answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, I do not want to put it that we need to blame the teachers, yeah, but put it positively. We as adults, yeah, we as adults, because when we are teaching, of course we are adults, yeah. Same goes back when we teach our kids, yeah. So we have to be patient and we have to make sure that uh, we have the the knowledge on how to gain them to engage with what we are trying to deliver to them, because sometimes at that point of time maybe they are not ready for that knowledge. Maybe they need some times to understand, yeah. Because I can say that for teachers, you are being a teacher, you are patient enough. If not, you are not a teacher, yeah. Because this is very true that I don't say that I don't want to say that I want to blame teachers if the students engagement is low. um, we as the teachers, we as the educators, we have to be patient and to ensure that we have to able to pull them to engage and understand what we are trying to deliver. So that will be my answer to that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful answer. Okay, do we have our next question? Let's see if we still have more questions. Okay, next question. Do we have question? I actually have my own also. Let me see. Since we do not have our second question yet, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask my own question.
Okay.
What do you think ODL is also effective to young learners? Because I am an elementary teacher, so I quite wonder. Sometimes I wonder if it is being effective, or are they learning from ODL? Is it effective?
Young learners, what age do you mean?
Elementary level, about six
Elementary, okay.
and
Okay. I put it this way, because whether we want it or we do not want it, we have no choice now. We have no choice mean that we want to come back to school, the face to face. We will go back to face, but we will not be enjoying the 100% face to face as before. So
Yes.
that's why we as a teachers, again, we have to make sure that, or we have to come out a different style of teaching, so that this arithmetic, yeah, you're talking about arithmetic, right?
Yes.
uh, so that the students will understand the arithmetic on face to face or ODL mode. Of course, now maybe that we are not able to deliver it better, but along the time we also will learn how to improve our teaching method, so that the arithmetic can be effectively teach through online.
Yeah. So
uh,
we still need to improve our
we need to
technique.
improve, even
Yeah.
even though the online, when we first started it last year, I think we are also like a bit havoc of how to do it or how to get it done, but now we are okay. Everybody learn through it. I think that's the good things about pandemic, that we have to credit to God that given us these opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
After that
Then you
answers your
also,
question.
yeah, this pandemic is not that bad at all because there are also lots
Yeah,
of positive things
was
that
a lot
happen to
of
us.
positive things that happens to us. Yeah.
Yes. No, now we have our second question.
Mm,
Question from Mirasol Silaga.
mm,
How to effectively maintain interactive online teaching learning for students who are losing their interest in learning?
okay. For those that losing interest in their learning, yeah. Uh, I have to put this back also to the parents, yeah. Because teaching is not only from teachers to students, yeah. Teaching is also important step from the family itself, from the parents itself. So if the students have lost interest in learning, we as a parents, yeah, so maybe we have to also get back to the parents to ensure that the parents will keep motivate the kids, yeah, or the children, to show them what is their future will happen without education. Because overall we understand that education is so much importance for everyone to change their own world. I do not want to mention that to change the world, because we are not able to change the world, in fact, but at least we are able to change our world. Yeah. So if let's say that we are from poor family background, with education, we're able to change our family backgrounds to become better. Yeah. So in order for teachers to make it effective online teaching learning to students, for those that losing interest in the learning, maybe we could call the students and also the parents, or we can go on consultation mode to make sure that the parents also motivate the students to do online learning, and we will provide the online teaching to the students. That will be my ideas of how to improve it, because we cannot blame the teachers for all the time, yeah, but we also have to get the parents to involve in this. So without the parents involvement, I think the the program will not be effective to anyone in this world, actually.
Yes, there should be an intrinsic motivation from the
Exactly.
learner
Correct.
himself. Okay.
Mm,
Do we have
yes.
our next question? Let's see. Hope we have our next question. I could see some questions here. Okay.
Asian Greek.
This question is from Aykul Balayeva.
Balayeva.
Okay. Balayeva.
Based on
Yes.
ancient Greek history, the term school means leisure or a time for pleasure.
How do we encourage children to be happy with the learning studying process in the online and offline school?
How do we encourage students to be happy with line on learning studies process in the online or offline school? Okay, of course, as my first slide I showed just now. Everyone to love to be face to face. Yeah. In fact, I was brought up. I think Mary also enjoyed the face to face class. Yeah. But now we have to put a priority. What is important? Um, it's not that. It's not that. Can get me?
We can hear you, ma'am, but your com
Okay.
stopped. Okay, you're back.
Wait, okay. Sorry.
Yes, you're back.
So the school is there for kids to enjoy. In fact, everybody love to be at schools. Yeah. But whether we want it or not, we have to face the online and offline school process, because some things that we have to take care now is the safety of everyone. Yeah. uh, the safety of the kids, yeah, the safety of the teachers, and the safety of the family. So if times given, if times back to normal, yeah, but I don't see that it will be 100% back to normal. Yeah. So we still have to encourage them, or to make them lively, to interact them, to make the online class happier for them. Yeah. Of course, again, I like the arithmetic question just now. Yeah. We as a teachers also learning. We are still learning on how to improve it better, because this is about 1 year, 2 years that we have improved a lot, but we can improve further to ensure that the learning process will enjoy the kids through online. Yeah. Even though not so much enjoy as the at school, but if this is the mode of learning that we have to face future, uh, we have to do something to make sure that our younger generation will enjoy learning through online. Yeah, we have to learn, we have to do something. I think we have to sit down and do research or brainstorm together. Yeah, all the educators have to sit down and really brainstorm together, uh, to ensure that how we can deliver the online classes more interactive and more happily for the kids.
Yes. Yeah, we as teachers
Yeah,
need to
we
be
as
creative
teachers, we
when
need to
teach.
play the role.
Yeah. Yeah, next question we have here
Oh,
to Mom Rainey. How can we guarantee that our learners are learning in the e-learning?
if you ask me to guarantee, no one can guarantee anything. Even our life also, we cannot guarantee anything. Yeah, but we as the educators, I don't put it like educators have to be blamed, or educators have to take responsibilities actually. Yeah, because when we are in this line, same as same as other patients like doctors. If doctors, they are responsible to make sure that the patients are being taken care in good health. Yeah, but the doctors are not able to guarantee that the patients will not die. Same like us. Yeah. So we as educators, we have to ensure that our students are enjoyed with our learners, with our learning, online learning, but we can't guarantee them that they are able to absorb everything that we teach. As this again, I have to blend with the questions just now, that as a parents, yeah, that I'm also a parents. Yeah. Everyone will be a parents to, or maybe a siblings to your siblings. Yeah, you have to encourage and you have to motivate them, so that they have to go on this e-learning mode, because this will be the way of our life future, and this will be the way of our working environment future, that we cannot deny it. Yeah. Now we are teaching ourselves in e-learning, but somehow rather when they grown up, they have to work on learning on online also, because we have to be familiar with ourselves. We work from home. Previously, we do not have work from home, and everybody do not want us give a chance for us to work from home. But now all employers are forced to give us a way to work from home, and it's successful. Is result proven. Yeah, I think we most of the organization have seen that it's result proven. It's motivated most of our employees to work better at home. In fact, which do not want before, they do not want to even try it out. Yeah. So if you ask me how to guarantee, nobody can guarantee. But of course, we as educators, we can motivate and we can inspire them so that they know what is important to study and they know what to lead them for the future. That's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mom, for that another good answer. Do we still have more questions? Let's see. Let's wait if we have more questions. Okay, from we have our question from Ronald Mendiola. Does learning online affects the academic performance of students?
It depends. Yeah, some student have an excellent performance with online learning, but some students are not performing with online learning. Okay, so back to that question, back to that scenario. uh, because again we have to look into the background of the family, yeah, of the each students. Because if they come from a sounds family background, they will have the access of internet easily, they will have their own personal laptop, they will have their computer that they are ready, and they will have their own corner or room corner for them to do the online effectively. But some are very poor, which they have to share, one tablet they have to share with five siblings. So that is considered unhealthy for them. But of course, we as the educators, we can't do much on that. Maybe we can always seek for NGOs to give some supporting tablets for them. Yeah, but the academic performance wise, if you ask me, overall when I look into, because I'm also a lecturer, yeah. So overall when I look into the students result, some are doing very good, some are very excellent, and some of course not very good. Yeah, this also depends on their motivation. Because if they motivate themselves, whatever learning process they are going through, they still can perform. But if they do not motivate themselves, they are able to do so. Okay, that's my answer.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful answer again, Ma'am. Okay, thank you so much for all the to all the participants who actively participated in our Q&A part. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. And to our speaker for tonight, thank you so much, Mom, for your marvelous responses and comprehensive answers to the queries of our audience. I am sure that all of them are satisfied with your answers since all questions are very well answered. Once again, thank you so much, Mom Puan. Puan Nuraimi
Noraini.
Binti. Nuraimi Binti Yup. Thank you, ma'am,
Thank you,
for
Mary.
your time. Yes, thank you for spending your time here in IGP, and we hope to see you again here
No
pretty
problem.
soon.
Take
Yes.
care. Stay safe.
Okay.
Thank you,
Stay safe,
everyone.
ma'am. Okay. We'll now proceed to our announcements. Okay, important announcement. Based on the huge request from our learners, we will open our diploma certificate application form for just 1 day. Take note of this. This is just for 1 day. That is on November 15. So, in between time, please collect your certificate for reference and make a doc or PDF file, doc file or PDF file in advance that on that said date, you can submit the form easily. This is for the International Diploma Certificate. So take note, we will just open this just for 1 day and I couldn't wait for that day anymore. That is November 15. So start collecting your certificates and put it in a PDF or doc file. Next, we will proceed to certification process. Please note Please note they are daily certificate details. Lifetime membership certificate, only one in every session. Quiz completion certificate, only 10 for the top 10 in every session. And free international webinar certificate for all. This is available for all active participants. Note that there is no relation between quiz completion certificate and international webinar certificate and webinar series certificate. Quiz certificates for top 10 quiz competition winners, international webinar certificate for all active participants. So we have those certificates. Announcement, we have a free international webinar daily. Fixed time is 6 p.m. BST, Bangladesh Standard Time. That is 6 p.m. So this is daily webinar. We have an international daily webinar here in IGP, and it is free for everyone. We have a double bonus with regular webinar. Along with our regular webinar, we also have added webinars on every weekend. That is Sunday morning for the month of November. For the month of November, morning session date is November 7, November 14, November 21, and November 28. That is 9:30 a.m. BST. Triple bonus. Starting from October, we have webinar series program. You will get individual certificate for each webinar, and after submitting all certificates, you will receive a webinar series certificate. These are highly focused on teaching strategies, research, assessment, pedagogy, tools and techniques, professional development, and communication skills. That is our triple bonus. And then we are done with our first webinar series program. It has 5 parts webinars. It is a 5 parts webinar series. Topic is authentic assessment in teaching and learning. Although we are done with this, you can still claim your certificates. Just go to www.eduigp.com. Part 1 was October 1, Part 2 is October 4, Part 3 is October 7, Part 4 it was October 10, and Part 5 was October 26. They are all done, and we're finished with our first webinar series program, but yet you can still go to www.eduigp.com to collect your certificates. And then we are also done with our second webinar series program. It is a 4-part webinar series. Topic is teaching English as a foreign language and assessment. The part 1 was October 2, part 2 was October 6, part 3 was October 20, part 4 was October 24. Open for lifetime, so you can join and claim your certificate. This is open for lifetime, so you can join and claim your certificate anytime. That is in our website. That is www.eduigp.com. Please go to our website and collect your certificate if you miss any of these 4-part webinar series on teaching English as a foreign language and assessment. Next, our third webinar series program is still going on. It is a 6-part webinar series. Topic is digital classroom and engagement tools. Part 1 was October 11, Part 2 was October 12. Part 3 will be on December 3, Part 4 is December 5, Part 5 is December 10, and Part 6 is December 18. So you can still catch up with our third webinar series program, Digital Classroom Engagement Tools. Next, our 4th webinar series program. It is a 5-part webinar series. Topic, the new trends in education. Part 1 was November 1. Part 2 is on November 7. Part 3 is November 12. Part 4 is November 2. Part 5 is on November 28. This is still going on. the new trends in education. That is our fourth webinar series program. And then our fifth webinar series program, it is a 5-part webinar series, topic, organizational leadership and managerial skills. Part 1 is on November 8, Part 2 is November 15, Part 3 is November 22, Part 4, November 25, and Part 5 will be on November 30. That is our fifth webinar series program, organizational leadership and managerial skills. And our sixth webinar series program has 5-part webinar series, topic, trends and innovation in mathematics education. Part 1 will be on December 12, Part 2 is December 13, Part 3 is December 14, Part 4 will be on December 15, and Part 5 will be on December 16. That is our sixth webinar series program, Trends and Innovations in Mathematics Education. Webinar series certificates. For webinar series certificates, you have to attend all the parts of our series. And then if you miss any, go directly to our website, because all the webinar series program are always available in www.eduigp.com. Now we will proceed to certification process step by step. Important note for everyone: without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. So you have to create your own account. You can join our all live webinar programs from Facebook page, Facebook group, YouTube channel, and website. If anyone missed any program due to some unavoidable issues, still you can attend previous webinars with verified certificates. But you have to take note, without an account, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. Today's certification process is step 1, November 4. Today is November 4. Today's program name, Importance of Students' Motivation and E-Learning. So take note of our date and the program name for today, Importance of Students' Motivation and E-Learning. Step 2. Certification link now available in the comment box and pinned comments. Certification link will be available always in this program post, Facebook page, Facebook group, and YouTube description. So today is November 4. Certification process. You can claim your certificate in 2 ways. That is, direct from our comment box, pinned comment, or post description. If you are not able to click this link, please directly browse www.eduigp.com for all information together. Find today's program, then the process are the same. Without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. Therefore, I encourage everyone to create your account. Step 3 for certification process. Browse www.eduigp.com or the given link. You will be redirected in this page of our website. Then click Enroll Now. Once you are redirected to that website, click Enroll Now. After clicking enroll now, okay. If you are new, create your account. If you have an account, then log in directly. After that, find the seminar title and get enrolled. Once you are enrolled, okay, you have to create an account if you're new. Without an, okay, next is step 4. Today's program name, Importance of Students' Motivation and E-Learning. Our code for today, this is what we've been waiting for, IGP 0105. Our code for today is IGP 0105. You may take a screenshot of this or you may take it down. Take note of this, IGP 0105 so that you can easily claim your certificate. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. Today's program name, Importance of Student Motivation and E-Learning. With code, click Get Your Certificate. First, you have to type in certificate code. That is IGP 0105. Then get your certificate. Click Get Your Certificate. And then it will be auto-downloaded to your device after clicking your Get Your Certificate. Here's the sample example of the certificate that you will be receiving. Teaching strategies in the new normal. Okay. Then in our certificate, we have the duration of the certificate is already given in the certificate, and anyone can also verify your certification code or verification link. Anyone can verify it if it is an authentic certificate. New feature program duration in all webinars. If you need, that is the duration of our webinar. That the duration is 3 hours. If you need certificates with program duration, please download all again now with duration. Important note, without an account on our website, you can visit, but you cannot do anything functionally. Keep that in your mind. So create your account. Again, important note. Okay, thank you so much for all my fellow knowledge seekers. I would like to thank all of you for attending today's session. Hopefully, you have learned something new today that will be useful in your life. If you learned something or we have been helpful to you, even in just a little bit, please leave a review on our page. Don't forget to collect your e-certificate and give a check-in with IGP. Upcoming webinar. November 6th, Transcending Optimism in School Management. We will have a speaker from the Philippines. Transcending. Okay, upcoming webinar, November 7, Delivering Digital Classroom through ClassPoint. That will be on November 7, and the speaker will be from the Philippines. And this will be in the morning session on November 7. upcoming webinar November 7, part 2, November 7 is part of our webinar series, The New Trends in Education. Topic will be multiple teaching instruction and modality. That will be on November 7, and we will have 2 speakers from the Philippines. And then another upcoming webinar on November 8. This will be part of our webinar series number 5. Upscaling organizational leadership in managerial skills. The topic will be the role of SBM. And then upcoming webinar on November 9, educational action research. This will be an evening session. Our speaker will be from the Philippines. Then upcoming webinar, November 10, inquiry-based approach in the 21st century teaching. We will have 2 speakers from the Philippines. This will be on November 10, inquiry-based approach in 21st century teaching. Then another upcoming webinar on November 11, Mathematics Education, Thriving in the Old and New Normal. That will be on November 11. We will have a speaker from the Philippines. And then another upcoming webinar on November 13, Personality Development and Communication Skills. We will have a speaker from India. This will be in the evening session. And then on November 14, we will have Identify Learners' Need with Arts of Teaching. And we will have a speaker from Sri Lanka. This will be in the morning session of November 14. And then in the evening session of November 14, we will have Ethics and Principles of Communication. Then we will have a speaker from the Philippines. And then another upcoming webinar will on November 15. On November 7. Important note, okay? Create an account at www.edu@igp.com. Then our code for tonight is IGP0105. Take note of this, please, because without code, you can claim your certificate anytime, but with code, no one is eligible for our certificate if you do not have the code. So make sure to take note of our code for tonight. Thank you so much, knowledge seekers. I would like to thank all of you for attending our session. And just like what I have said a while ago, hopefully you have gained something new today and that you will apply the things that you have learned today in your life. If you think that we have been helpful to you for even just a little bit, please leave a review of today's webinar and please recommend our page to your friends. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook group, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. Don't forget to collect your e-certificate. Then give a check-in with IGP. Spread the information about IGP to your friends. We hope to see you all again in our next webinars. Thank you so much for staying with us throughout the duration of our webinar for today. Stay happy and stay safe. Once again, I am Marbeth, your host for today. Signing off. Bye. Bye, everyone.